Eric Bakker, the naturopath. How is everybody out there? How can I eat the foods I used to eat and love, but I developed allergies? I want to eat them back. When can I get them back in my diet? That's the question. Well, I can remember on a few occasions when I've been lecturing at colleges here in New Zealand, explaining the concept, which I always believed to be correct, that when you had an allergy, in many cases you could overcome that allergy when the gut was corrected. And then once again, you could consume those foods. But many people just didn't believe me. They thought that once you set up an allergy, it was permanent for life. And I've had many naturopaths and even medical doctors and researchers over the years tell me that how can you say that? If a person's got an allergy, they should stay off that food. But I can tell you now, it depends on the allergy and on the gut of that person. But in many cases, the person can eventually go back to that food again, especially if they learn to behave around that food, meaning not eating too much of that food, large amounts, or eating it in a way that is affecting the gut really bad. So if we look at the allergic responses, we've got type 1 responses, IgE, and often these are very powerful genetic influence here. So in some cases, you'll have a person with red hair, fair skin, extremely allergic to certain foods, have been all their life. Some cases like that, they'll never be able to eat, for example, milk again, because they've set up such a powerful response. However, if we look at many allergies that I've seen people present with, IgG4, okay, type 3 response, or the delayed immune pathway, which many scientists still don't believe exists. In fact, a lot of people don't even believe in this food allergy, but I've seen it with hundreds and hundreds of food allergy reports. People presenting with the IgG4, the allergy, in most cases, not in all, but in most cases, eventually can eat that food again when their gut has been restored. When they get that population of Prevotella right down, for example, when they get that population of Candida right down, when they start getting the Giardia out the gut, when they clean that gut out, all of a sudden the tolerability improves because we're starting to get the bacteria coming back into the groups where they belong. This is going to allow the immune system to back off, so the responses aren't quite so great. This allows the immune system to stop shadowboxing all those antibodies all the time and creating symptoms, like gas, bloating, farting, pain in the body. A lot of these will die down as the gut becomes more balanced. That's what I've seen in most cases. So depending on your gut, but I can tell you now, all the comments I'm reading on this channel already. Thank you, Eric, for this video, because I can finally now eat the foods again I used to enjoy eating. Another one was, my allergies have gone. I'm so happy. So I've read this particular comment on at least 50, if not 100 occasions on this channel from different people saying, yes, I can now eat those foods again because my gut now is starting to restore, right? But you need to learn the lessons along the way. Not to trash the gut with other foods that brought it down. Too much alcohol, too much takeaway, too much stress, too many soda drinks, too much salt or sugar in the diet. There's some huge imbalance causing the dysfunction. And then when the dysfunction occurs, it sets up the inflammatory response, which creates that shadow boxing, okay, which we don't really want. We want the immune system to be harmonious with the foods that come through the gut. Because you've got to see that your gut, your intestines are basically like a scanner, and everything that runs through it gets scanned by the immune function. And some things, well, it's not really good. It's not really going to get scanned too well, is it? And that's where these inflammations are coming from. So when the gut's working, inflammation's at a low. When the gut's dysfunctional, inflammation's at a high. That's how it is in life. Thanks for the question.